Donald Trump be losing his mind on True Social about Mariann Budde. In case you've been living under a rock, Mariann Budde is the bishop that gave a sermon at the National Prayer Service just the other day, Tuesday, the day after inauguration. And Donald Trump took to Truth Social to say all of this. The so-called bishop who spoke in the National Prayer Service on Tuesday morning was a radical left hardline Trump hater. She brought her church into the world of politics in a very ungracious way. She was nasty in tone and not compelling or smart. She failed to mention the large number of illegal migrants that came into our country and killed people. Many were deposited from jails and mental institutions. It is a giant crime wave that is taking place in the USA. Apart from her inappropriate statements, the service was very boring and uninspiring one. She is not very good at her job. She and her church owe the public an apology. Now, first of all, I'm going to say this. If you claim to be a Christian and you find fault with anything that Mariann Budde said, you might want to go back and reread the teachings of Jesus, particularly the New Testament, okay? You might want to reevaluate your Christianity, your faith, okay? Just throwing that out there. All right, moving on. I don't believe Mariann Budde is a Trump hater. Mariann Budde asked him to have mercy on some of the most vulnerable members of our communities. She just asked him to remember that these people are human beings. She was asking him to remember his own humanity. She was asking him to remember the teachings of Jesus. She was speaking to him as a Christian to another Christian, admonishing him to remember the teachings of Jesus, to show mercy, to have empathy, to show kindness, to remember that sowing the seeds of divisiveness is not the way to move this country forward. She was reminding him and all of us to respect the dignity of all human beings. She did nothing that Jesus himself would not have done were he here today. And to be honest, I'm becoming quite convinced that if Jesus were here today, and if he were the one standing up and presenting that sermon instead of Mariann Budde, Donald Trump's reaction would not have been different. Because I fear that there are many Christians who have completely lost sight of true Christianity, of what it is to be a Christian and to follow along in the teachings of Christ. You want to know why so many people are leaving the church? That's why. To come out and attack this woman who has done absolutely nothing wrong in asking the president to have mercy and reminding him to just have a little empathy and compassion and kindness and to treat each other with dignity and respect, remembering that we all have flaws. Well done, Mariann Budde. And she doesn't owe anyone an apology because she did nothing wrong.